Alright, we're back again with another video, and as the title says, this is just me giving you my impressions of the open world and technical aspects of GTA 5 versus the other open world game of last gen that people were just, the other open world game of last gen that people were just awestruck over, which is Skyrim. So first I'll talk about aesthetics, then technical aspects from what I discovered on my PC, and then I'll give you my overall conclusion. So let's get into it after the cut. Okay then, so aesthetics. Skyrim was a very gray and white game. A lot of snow, not a lot of color. Very few areas had a lot of color. Now, on my PC, I had Skyrim on Steam on my PC, on my gaming PC, and I could barely play it on that thing. It was like 720p, 30 frames per second, but it would dip down to 12, 14. Funnily enough, I could play Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas on my old PC easier than I can play on my laptop than on my gaming PC, so whatever. But Skyrim was very difficult to play, but when I did play it, I couldn't play it with any real mods, and it was just a pain in the ass. Now, on my gaming PC, aesthetically speaking, you know, I've got like 30 to 35 mods on it at any given time. Some of these are unofficial things to make it run better on PC. Some of these are just to make the gaming experience better. These aren't like so many mods that it's breaking the game. But I've still had issues, even when I didn't have mods running on it, where it would freeze up and die on me. Now, and I have played GTA 5, this weekend I played GTA 5 almost, for like almost 16 hours straight on my gaming PC, and on settings that, well, I'll get into the settings in the technical portion of it, but basically speaking, you know, the game has lots of color, and aside from pop-in, which, look, here's the thing, okay? I love to play GTA San Andreas, okay? San Andreas had pop-in. It was on the PS2, I also have it on PC as pop-in. Doesn't bother me, so there is pop-in in the game, doesn't really bother me. There's lots of colors, a lot of shit going on in this game. Never once did it crash on me, never once did the game crash on me, never once did I go into a building or start a mission and feel like the game was just like, you know, anything happened to me. Now, I played Skyrim on PS3 and my PC, and it was an unstable piece of shit. What do these two games have in common? They're both open world games. A lot of things going on, but I think GTA has more shit going on than Skyrim. And no crashing. Just played the game straight through. Looks great. What can I say? We'll get into the technical aspects after the cut. Alright, the technical aspects. I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritties of what I have my stuff set at, but I'll just tell you this much. There are 4 general settings on both Skyrim and GTA 5. I can run Skyrim on my very highest settings. I could use 2K textures, but I don't because I don't have a 2K monitor. So it would be useless be useless for me, and I don't feel like spending like $500 to get a 2K monitor. I spent $150 on this one, and it was on sale. Normally it retailed for like $300. So yeah, not getting a 2K monitor. No, not getting a 2K monitor. Fuck that shit. But I digress. So basically, I ran Skyrim. I can run Skyrim no problem with 35 mods on it. I could do more, but some of those mods are kind of cheating, so I don't. But very high settings, even ultra high settings, and medium high, very high, ultra high. Very high and ultra high settings, no problem. Game looks great. But it crashes indeterminately, and if I play it for longer than, I want to say, 8 hours at a stretch, the game will just fucking break on me, and I have to constantly save. Don't have to worry about that with GTA 5. I'm running it on high to very high, sometimes very high settings, other times, with everything set on medium or low, except for some other things like shadows and stuff like that. And it actually runs just, I mean, on the high settings, it runs buttery smooth, 720p, 60 frames per second. Higher than that, it goes up to, it does, I can do 1080p, 60 frames per second, but what happens is that the fan in my PC starts blowing like a motherfucker, and when that happens, I kind of dial it back because I don't want to burn out my PC. Because even though I got my PC on sale for $850, that's because I know people that work in the PC that make games and have to buy a lot of PCs, and they get rebates. And one of them, like, he had just gotten a new PC through his work, so he gave the rebate to me, and I used it. And basically, like, normally I got 50% off of this thing. Normally it retails for $16,000. I got it for $850 after tax. So yeah, yeah. And I still had to get a monitor and a keyboard because I had a laptop before, so I had to get new shit. But I digress. So basically, for all intent, I wasn't, running this thing at very high settings can, for long periods of time, requires higher performance. If I had a more efficient cooling system for this thing, I wouldn't hesitate to do it, but I don't, and I'm not spending $400, $500 to get really, really good cooling. Because really, really good cooling for a PC can actually make it run better. And you can, like, even a mid-range graphics card and motherboard and memory rate, if you can keep them cool, can actually outperform a high-level one that gets way too high. Because it can do more shit without losing integrity due to heat. Frying your chips and shit like that, and destroying the soldering and the circuit boards and all that shit. So, basically, on technical level, GTA 5, there's more shit going on. There's more, like, stuff going on. The computer, there's more calculations going on under the hood, and yet it is a more stable game on PC, which is ironic because Bethesda makes PC games first and then ports all their shit over to a console, but Rockstar makes a more stable open world game. That's a little odd to me. So I'll give you my overall thoughts after the cut. Okay then, it's time to move on to our final section, which is my overall thoughts. This is just my personal. Now, I had GTA 5 on my PS3. I traded it in because a few weeks ago, because I knew I was getting it on the PC, the superior version. So why would I keep the inferior version? And I don't like. I've always gotten GTA's games on PC as well. Even when I had a gaming PC. I had San Andreas on it, Vice City, GTA 3, GTA 1 and 2. Yeah, I'm old school like that. I like GTA. I like the idea of just having this huge world where you can just drive around doing shit. Not just the crime and stuff like that. Just driving around, listening to the radio, getting in the airplane, flying around, doing shit. I love that shit. It's great to me. But I digress. So, basically, my overall thoughts are this. Skyrim versus GTA, or GTA versus GTA 5 versus Skyrim. I'm impressed. I'm impressed that Rockstar can make a huge open world game and not have it be as unfucking stable as Skyrim. And frankly speaking, I'm tired of people who are fans of Bethesda's open world game saying, well, the excuse is that, well, it's an open world game and there's a lot of shit going on. Well, I've been playing Bethesda games for years on PC, and like even back in the day when, like with Daggerfall and Arena, and they still were big fucking just, oh god, just broken pieces of shit back then, with really shitty fighting systems. So I find it hilarious that a company that has built their entire that a development house that has built their entire repertoire off of building huge open worlds can't build a stable one. Yet a company, a development house that, like GTA 1 and 2 weren't really open worlds, and they were sandbox, but they weren't open worlds. But GTA 3 was really the start of this open world game on a console. And GTA 3, GTA Vice City, GTA San Andreas and Vice City are like my two favorite GTAs. Even 4 and now 5. Huge open world games. Bully, huge open world game. I mean, Bully's like a small scale, but there's a lot of shit going on. No problems. Play it on PC, do all types of stuff. No issues whatsoever. But these games get on PC, Bethesda's been building huge games for years. Every time, fucking broken piece of shit. Rockstar open world games since, let's say, 2 gens. Because PS3, PS2. Let's just say 2 gens. Because I know that they released GTA 5 on the PS4 as well. But that was a remaster of the game that was made for the PS3 and Xbox One. No issues. I find that hilarious. I find that hilarious and a little sad. So here is my overall message. GTA 5 is a better open world game. It's fun. I'm not getting into the online too much because while I played the online on the PS3 and got pretty good at it, I don't like the online now because there are people who transferred their online characters from the consoles to the PC version, and it's like there's no starting zone. You're basically dropped into the shit as soon as you start the game, and it's like, you know, there's gangs of people who've been playing this game for a year and a half and who were just running around fucking railroading noobs, and that's not good. So basically, I'm just gonna stay clear of it. Here's hoping that we'll get some really good mods coming in soon to make the game even more fun, because that's half the fun of GTA, are the mods. The mods, and I don't mean the hot coffee mods. I mean just literally like adding a total world conversion mod that makes the game completely different. I remember when I played San Andreas, before I get further into the story, if you would like to be one of the people to be recorded in for 5-10 minutes little segments in the Self FM that I will be adding to my GTA experience and recording and sharing on this channel, you can leave here. Here is where you want to leave that, okay? But I remember when I was when I played one of the mods I used to do for San Andreas was there was a mod where it turned it into an anime-esque game, and you could be Goku, and it was kind of fun just running around as a dude who looked like Goku, just you know, it was just a fun little diversion. They had another mod for Vice City where it was like, it turned it into kind of like RoboCop. I mean, I like these games. I like how you can just, it's a sandbox. You can do things you can't do in real life, and that's fun. So, now that I've gotten that out the way, like I said, leave your things here. And, if you have any questions for Friday's podcast, it will be at 8 Eastern Standard Time, not 7, 8 Eastern Standard Time. So look forward to that. And so any questions, or if you want to be part of one of the recorded sessions, there's the information. So good day.